Good morning, everybody. Steve Georgia here, live from Allendale's trading floor. It is April 7th, 2011. A lot of information already out here this morning. We did have export sales come out for corn of 809,000. They were looking in between 600,000 to 900,000, so that's more neutral. We had beans a little negative this morning as far as exports. Looking 250 to 500, came out at 190. And then we also had for wheat 350 to 500, came out at 723. So that makes it neutral there for corn, maybe a little negative into beans, and then friendly for wheat. So we'll see how the market wants to react to that. Overnight, we did have corn that was up anywhere from 6 to 8 cents, beans up 3 to 5 cents, with the wheat market up 4 to 5 cents as well. So things were stronger. And looked like we could open up that strong here once we get the sessions opened. Couple concerns here for corn. First, there's some snow melt across the Midwest here. You've got some light rains forecasted as well. We haven't really started talking this planting delays yet, but the weather looks like it's improving. Looks like there's guys out there in the fields getting some stuff done. We have a supply and demand report that comes out here tomorrow morning at 7:30. So we're looking for tighter stocks here in corn, which could keep the bulls fed and maybe try to get us pushed up here again if we do see some bullish numbers tomorrow. As far as the beans, we've got estimates still coming out of Brazil, continuing to increase their crop. They're looking at now, some of the estimates are looking closer to 72 million metric tons or higher yet. Their harvest pace has picked up significantly. They're actually ahead of pace right now, and it looks like the weather is still very friendly here for them to continue with that. In the wheat, a lot of guys continuing to watch the weather down there in Kansas. There's still a little. They have improved that. They are looking for light rains expected here this weekend for a lot of those areas. We'll see if that makes any improvement for these guys. But that is still a concern, so continue to watch the weather in a lot of those wheat areas. In some of these outside markets right now, crude oil is up 20 cents. The dollar is up 16. The dollar's had quite a ride here this morning. You did have Europe raise interest rates 1/4 point. But then on top of that, you have Portugal out there asking for a bailout. And, when Europe raises interest rates, typically that should strengthen the euro. The euro right now is down. I think you still have guys concerned of the economic situation that some of these countries are in right now, and still pressuring that. The dollar being up 16, you have jobless claims that came out this morning. They dropped 10,000, so you still have that job picture continuing to look better right now, and that's got the dollar at least in the green here today. It's been in a sharp downtrend. We'll see if it can hold on to the gains that it has right now. But there's a lot going on here with Europe and their economic situation, so watch that closely. I think that's going to have some pretty good effect here on the dollar. Looking at some of the other markets, you got metals. Gold right now is pretty quiet. It's about unchanged. Silver is up about 15 cents, so continuing to strengthen a little bit. So some of the soft markets, cotton right now up about 4 cents. There is 7-cent limits here, and most of the time I'd report that we're limit up or limit down. But we're up only 4 right now. That's in the nearby contracts. Some of your back months are a little lower for cotton. Sugar gaining a little bit here today after a pretty big collapse yesterday. Sugar's up about 8, but a lot of these soft markets are recovering here even with the dollar being higher. So we'll see if they can hold some of the gains and which way it wants to go here, because it reacts very closely here with the dollar. So watch that as far as a trigger. In the livestock, fat cattle right now, they are trading a little bit stronger. We did have a big sell-off here yesterday. Last week's average trade here was 121. Some of the final trade was here at 123 late last week. They've seen here 123 is what they're talking right now, maybe even up to 124. But even with this higher cash trade, the question is why did we drop back so much yesterday? A lot of guys here, even guys down on the floor, talking that we could see a top in here on the cattle. But they're saying this could be the last hurrah. We'll see if that's really the fact or not. If cash continues to trade strong, probably going to find some support here at lower levels yet, but continue to watch that. We did find a nice pullback here yesterday. Watch some of your technical areas as well. And we'll see where that ends up here. You had box beef down 33 in choice yesterday. You had select down about 45, so we did take a break there. But you also had the hogs sell off quite a bit as well. Right now they're down another 70 cents to $1. And a lot of that, you've got the Iowa-Minnesota price came in last night, down $1.40. That was after the mid-session price, or midday price that came out here that was steady to almost $2 higher. So quite a change there. And you also had pork cutouts that were lower as well yesterday. They were down about 85 cents. So you've got a little bit of shifting of attitude right now in the livestock. So continue to watch that. It is a little bit negative right now. We may see some further selling pressure here as far as the livestock as well. But give us a call. We'd be glad to go through any kind of strategies with you, talk to you about these markets throughout the day. You can always reach us here, 800-262-7538. And a lot of this information will be right there on the web for you as well at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys have a great day today. Good luck trading, and we'll talk to you later on. Take care.